CBG News. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Hi everyone, I'm not showing my face on tonight. Make sure you guys hit the like button as you come in. If you want to share me out to get this story out because we do need to find this baby. This is a very unfortunate situation, and we definitely need to talk about this. A child is missing. Hey Jam, how are you doing today? How you doing today, Jam? How are you? How your weekend been? How has your weekend been? Tonight, guys, we are talking about a little girl named Harmony Montgomery. She is missing. You're snowed in. How many inches of snow you got? I know it's supposed to snow in here. Um, it's supposed to snow in here, and um, we don't supposed to get no more than like 2 to 3 inches of snow. Not much. So, um, just not looking forward to it because us here down in the south, we're not used to snow. Um, hey the McCray Kings, how are y'all? How are y'all? Um, hey Trisha, how are you? So it's supposed to rain all night here. Y'all got like 4 to 6 inches. Child, no, that's a lot of raining, honey. That's a lot of raining. Um, that's a lot of raining. I know supposed to start snowing and um all that, but it doesn't supposed to get cold, just in the 30s. So I don't think it's gonna be a snowstorm like that. If not, then I ain't tripping off of that. Hopefully this will be the last little bit of snow that we get. Um, because nobody wants to be in the snow, period. Um, so guys, on tonight, we're definitely going to have a discussion. Tonight, we're going to be discussing this little girl. Her name is Harmony Montgomery, and she is missing. She's been missing since 2019. She's been missing since 2019. It says here that the mother of Harmony, Montgomery, she's from New Hampshire, was last seen when she was 5 years old in 2019. The mother states that her calls and pleas to officials in the state's child welfare agent to help locate her child fell on deaf ears. Oh, was you? Oh, hey, Reese. Oh no, I ain't down with the shoveling of the snow. So, um, it says here that Crystal Soray told the Boston Globe her pleas seemed to gain traction after she wrote a desperate email to Manchester Mayor Joyce Craig on December the 29th. She said that Harmony is blind in one eye and had been missing for months. The mother wrote in her message the girl was supposed to be in the custody of the father, Adam Montgomery. Um, I lost my train of thought. But she was no longer attending doctor appointments. It says here that the state divisions of children and youth and families had done nothing to assist the mother. That's what the mother writes. She says, please, I'm begging for help in finding my daughter. The email followed months of attempts to get officials to aid in the search for her missing daughter. The mother says it just baffles me that this is where we are right now. Who she says she lost custody of Harmony back in 2018 in part due to substance abuse issues. And she said that, she also has a criminal record. She states that nobody really wanted to listen to her because of her past. But she's saying, like, she says, I'm still a person. My daughter's still a person. She's somebody. So there is court documents that allege that the father, Adam, assaulted his daughter. It says here the police had contacted the Department of Children and Youth Family Services and received addresses associated with Adam, according to the affidavit that was received. Officers checked those addresses without success, though the paperwork says. It says here the filings also indicate, the Department of Child Services told authorities over a month after the mother's call to the police that the division was unable to locate Harmony. That's when police launched a formal investigation into this missing child. Um, it says here that the mother and another relative, we'll listen to that, spoke to news outlets, alleged authorities only began to take the case serious when she emailed the mayor. Also, the mother threatened to bring the story to the media should her calls be ignored. The wife and Adam, the child's father, both have been arrested. The father and the stepmother, they both have been arrested. And it says here the mother, the stepmother, she has been accused of defrauding the state of over $1,500 in welfare benefits. We're gonna talk about that in a second. Um, it says here basically this Department of Human Services says that um they didn't drop the ball on it. They stated that, she you know what I'm saying, how sometimes kids, slip through the cracks, not tracks, but cracks. Sometimes kids slip through the cracks because you have there's not enough social workers to help cover cases and things like this are happening. But still, there's no excuse why this little girl has been missing since 2019. Ain't nothing been done about it. That's ridiculous. Um, so let's look and listen. I'm gonna that's my concern. Is like the baby been missing all this time, and there's nothing that could have been done. Not absolutely nothing. Um, just allow me a moment here. So we're going to listen to some of the mothers' um, story. Um, let's listen in.
In Manchester with an see only he Boston 25. Crystal Sorey says the last time she saw her daughter Harmony was in the spring of 2019 during a FaceTime call with Harmony's father, Adam Montgomery. What was the last FaceTime like during Easter of 2019?
Chaotic. He kept muting it. She just looked terrified and lost. Her whole entire body language had shifted in 2 months of him having her. She went from being like my happy, like talkative, funny, sassy little girl to a shell of Harmony.
Does it break your heart to think about that FaceTime?
Every minute.
Because that was the last time you saw her.
Yeah, and like, I just wish that I could have said more to her, you know? I just wish that I could have said to her, like, no matter what Daddy says to you, no matter what he does, I will never stop fighting for you. Never.
Crystal Sorey lost custody of Harmony in 2018. In 2019, Harmony went to stay with her father in Manchester, New Hampshire. Yeah. Crystal says soon after that, she began worrying about Harmony's safety. When did you first realize something was wrong? When did you first realize Harmony may be in danger?
I right away had a bad feeling because of how he was acting on in the visits. He would like sit on top of us basically. I could barely have any privacy with the FaceTimes. He was muting it, yelling at her, telling her what to say, what not to say. It was all suspicious to me, all of it.
Since 2019, Crystal says she's called Child Protection Services in both Massachusetts and New Hampshire more than 24 times. Court documents show it was Crystal's phone call to police in November that finally got the ball rolling. Manchester investigators soon got more involved in searching for Harmony. How do you think this is going to end? I mean, are you worried there's a possibility you may never know what happened to Harmony?
Oh, yeah. I worry that I'm going to wonder where she is for the rest of my life. I do. I think about it every day.
Sorey told me that she first called DCF in Massachusetts back in May or June of 2019. That's when she really started worrying about Harmony's safety. And she says she's called state officials more than 24 times since then. Now, here at the Manchester Police Department, the reward for information about Harmony's disappearance has grown to more than $100,000, and investigators say they've received more than 300 tips. Jason Law, Boston 25 News.
25 Investigates has learned the governor of New Hampshire, Chris Sununu, has asked DCYF for an internal review of Harmony's case. 25 Investigates documented police and DCYF were at the home where Harmony was last seen in 2019 multiple times. And just yesterday, we spoke with New Hampshire's child advocate about what questions they're asking. You can see all of our investigative reporting on this case right now on Boston 25 News.
Okay, so this baby is missing. And the crazy thing about this is the mother, I feel as though the mother felt her like Harmony. No, not only is Harmony missing, she has a brother, but her brother has been adopted. You know, the mother lost custody to the father. But y'all, I'm gonna read to you guys, Lord, the father's background. And I don't understand why DCFS would even consider putting a child in his custody, even if he was the father. I'm gonna hold on just a minute. we're going to talk about Adam's, uh, uh, the father of Harmony. So it says here, Harmony's Montgomery's deadbeat junkie. So his daddy was a junkie, the mama was a junkie. Poor baby, she just ain't. They just needed to let her just be in foster care system where she can be loved and taken care of properly if her mother and father was not mentally capable of taking care of her. This is ridiculous. But anyway, so Harmony's father, we're gonna say who was a junkie, was awarded custody of this girl despite shooting a man in his face just months before her birth. Adam Montgomery and his partner named Crystal Soray was 3 months pregnant with Harmony when her brutal boyfriend blasted drug dealer Robert Jacobs in the chin and narrowly avoided killing him. So, child, if Lord, let me get this man picture up. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna get the picture up of the dad. If I can get my screen to stop freezing. Okay, so here is the picture of the dad. And shout out to Trisha. She gave me this information. Shout out to you, Trisha. Thank you. Um, this is who gave me this information about this missing little girl. And if anybody that lives in the Manchester area and have seen this little girl, please, yeah. And her the yeah, basically, you know, basically. That's all I can say is basically, because it's the truth. It's sad, bruh, but you know what I'm saying. Both of the parents failed you. Both of the family is on drugs, and the mother she tried to sober up for her kids, but you should have been never on drugs when it comes to having kids. And I'm not gonna judge her, and I'm not here to badger her, but still, come on now. But still, you know, as a mother, you love if your child was taken, that means that you loved your addiction to that drug more than you love your child. And I understand that being addicted to a drug can be, especially the narcotic drugs is such a hard thing to kick. I know it's a hard thing to kick, but when you have children, it has to be more about the children and not about you and your selfishness. You know what I'm saying? It has to be more than just that. You know, and then when they get taken, things like this happen, and then you want to run to the police when you could have did all what you can to protect them. You know, yeah, basically, basically, DCFF dropped the ball on this as well. We got to get more people in the want to be social workers and stuff like that. Me, I'm not cut out for a child. I am not cut out for it, but it's just ridiculous. So Let me get exit out of this. Let me get the father's picture up. But let me just so we can put a face, a name with the face. I like to do that. You know what I'm saying? I hate to just be talking about, everybody has the baby name and what she looks like, but the father, um, y'all don't know what he looks like. So, um, hold on. Oh, hold on just a second. Y'all, I hate when my computer freezes. I really do. Okay. Okay, I got his picture. About to pull it up once it's loading. Hopefully this is it. He is definitely goofy looking, but he does look a little bit on the crazy side, like he got a problem. Um, y'all, I hate this. You know, it's good to have to invest in a computer, but when they start acting up on you, they just hold on just a second. But yeah, Adam Montgomery. Do you guys see him on the screen? Okay, so let me get him completely up. Do you guys hear me? Yeah, y'all hear me. This is Adam Montgomery, and I want to read a little bit further on him and all the things that he has done. So it says here that he appeared in Harvard Hill District Court in Massachusetts, charged with armed robbery, armed assault to murder, and discharging an unlicensed firearm within 500 feet of a dwelling. He pleaded guilty to the charges in September of 2018, just 3 months after Harmony was born, and was jailed for 18 months. My thing is, you got all them charges and you only did 18 months. Dang. Now I know we would have did about 15 to 20, and you only got 18 months. That means that you took a plea deal. You took definitely a plea deal. It says here it was one of the numerous charges the deadbeat dad also has chalked up since his teens, when he stabbed another boy in the leg and pushed him out of a moving car during a 2008 drug deal. So he got a problem. Right. Usually, like, I don't know how it works here in I don't know how it works in other states, but I know here in Mississippi, if you have any kind of felony on your record, you don't get the child. No. That's why he's sitting in there now. So, it says here, according to the court records, that incident happened when Montgomery tried to pass off aspirin as Percocets. Lord have mercy. It says here that Montgomery who has further convictions for burglary, assault, and stalking, was jailed for $383 3 days. Jesus, this dude got an issue. Why y'all give this baby to somebody that clearly is aggressive and have anger issues? Basically, despite his really his bouts, the Massachusetts Department of Children and Family Service handed him Harmony at the age of 5 years old in the early 2019. Custody of Harmony was returned to her father in February of 2019. Once Harmony was returned to her father carried custody, the mother's involvement with the department ended, as she does not live in Massachusetts. So this dude got a whole hold on, let me make sure this. Make sure I'm pulling up the right picture. This is today. I might be pulling up the wrong picture, Lord. Here is the picture, guys. Okay, so this is the father and the girlfriend. They look like about the same dude though, and the wife. So it says here that there are criminal documents. This dude got a whole rap sheet. I'm talking about he got 7 charges, and he got them all dated back from 2014. And you gave him a child of him. So the mother states that she lost custody of Harmony because she was a drug addict, and she said Montgomery also struggled with substance abuse problems. She claims she has repeatedly tried to track her little girl down since then, but in court filings, police department said they was not contacted until November the 18th of last year. It says here that police located the father, who had a teardrop tattoo on his eye, a gang symbol that supposedly shows that Ware has killed someone, even though there's no suggestion that he has. Homeless and sleeping in a car in December. So the daddy was sleeping in a car. So he homeless than a mug. He was found with his latest girlfriend, but told cops Harmony was with Soray, which was determined to be untrue. He was finally arrested Tuesday on a felony assault charge after estranged members of his own family told investigators they had spotted Harmony with a black eye back in July of 2019. So why y'all didn't call DCFS then when y'all seen that the baby had a black eye? Shout out, no game. Shoot, this is, but whatever. Um, it says here that Adam have told his uncle that I bashed her around the house. So I guess he's saying that he was hitting this little girl. In a further twist, Wednesday night, guys, this is his wife, Kayla Montgomery, who has 3 kids with him, but is not Harmony's mother, was arrested for claiming $1,500 worth of food stamps in Harmony's name from December 2019 to June of 2021. So it may feel like it ain't much, but hey, it's to keep them in the jail. It says here Kayla's mother, Christina Lovin, later told news that her daughter knew nothing about Harmony's disappearance. So how is the baby disappeared and you claiming food stamp? You don't know what's going on with the baby. You claim her on your food stamp case? Now that sounds about like a mess. So he said she had this. She described her son-in-law as pure evil. However, and said she had passed on information about him to cops. Montgomery's 2014 conviction came after he arranged to meet Jacob in the hallway of an apartment building to buy 3 grams of heroin. Instead of paying for the drug, he pulled out a revolver and aimed it at Jacob's head. Oh my God, this is crazy. So he said that Jacob responded by swatting the love of drugs, swatting the barrel away, but the gun went off as the 2 men fought. Jacobs eventually wrestled the weapon from Montgomery and shot him in the arm as he fled. Montgomery did not go to the hospital, however, instead went home with Crystal's brother, Jay, nicknamed Jay Blunt, child. He was also at the scene of the shooting, according to police reports. When the officers arrived at the property 3 months pregnant, Sori was found hiding in an abandoned shed, child, at the rear of the property. The weather was Arctic freezing temperature. So why are you hiding? Why are you hiding? I thought they had to bring the child in to claim them. That should be required. No, it's not required. You can just put anybody child on your thing and say that they live in the house, which you just gotta get somebody to write a note and they'll just go along with the child. These people Social Security office don't care like that child. I swear to God. They do not care like that. They do not care like that. Um, the drug addict gang. Some child. Let's get back into this. So, um, it says here that Montgomery told cops he was jumped by 4 to 5 people when he went to buy $280 worth of drugs, but he was charged after multiple witnesses contradicted his account. So he's a very violent drug addict, basically what he is. Guys, there is $140,000 reward if someone finds Harmony. It says here that the father is currently being held in custody on a felony charge of second-degree assault, one misdemeanor charge of interference with custody, and two misdemeanor charges of endangering the welfare of a child. And it says an arrest affidavit alleged that Montgomery, who has a history of criminal offenses in 2 states and drug abuse, punched Harmony in the face and gave the baby a black eye. Just 6 months after New Hampshire's Child Protective Services handed him the custody of his daughter. He could have just let that baby went could have went to through the system and got adopted properly because he wasn't worth no. No, he ain't worth a quarter. Like almost $140,000. Um so they you remember the times that they were taking them to the baby to DCFS. It says here that um they have released pictures um of the home. It says here New Manchester, New Hampshire police were at Harmony Montgomery's house many times, and on August the 8th, a neighbor called concerned for the child because of conditions. So, child, the daddy had a generator is running, food in the house, and they are healthy. Still working with Demetrius from DCYF. So there were pictures taken inside the home, and we're gonna look at them. I'm gonna show it to you guys. You taking a trip to New Hampshire, child? Somebody. They probably have Trisha, but this is the inside of the home. If you guys can see them. So it was a little bit on the junky side. Oh, look at the refrigerator. It did have food. It did have, I guess, food. It had eggs. Then it had a generator, child. That's so say you don't want to pay a light bill that you running off a generator or you couldn't get your lights on because you was too strung out on drugs to even want to get the lights on for the baby. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Like this is sad, sad, and pitiful. So, Harmony, like I stated, Harmony had a little brother that was adopted by 2 men. They are a married couple, and they said that. Well, I'm gonna pull the article just allow me a moment. Then, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. We'll talk about the rest tomorrow. I'm a little bit on the tired side, um, so I definitely will pick up where we left off. I'm about to get out of here now because my computer is like really messing up, guys. So tomorrow, guys, I will be live. We will discuss this further. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow. Y'all said trailer park trash. Good night, y'all. I'll talk to you guys on tomorrow. We'll finish it out tomorrow.